Marijuana has been around for a very long time. Even thousands of years ago, the Romans were smoking some pot. Now is a time that I think we should legalize it. Statistics show that no one has ever died nor has performed an act of violence while on it.
Marijuana is an addictive gateway drug. Usually impairs bodily and mental functions. When young adolescents use this drug, it's usually a stepping stone to use harder drugs such as cocaine.
The Canadian Medical Association has admitted that marijuana is not an addictive drug. It is not casual with criminal behavior and there is no evidence of mental damages. Over 70% of Canadians have approved of the decriminalization of marijuana. That should be motivational enough.
If we were to legalize marijuana, we might as well legalize other hard drugs. At least then there'll be no more drug wars.
There's a difference between marijuana and other hard drugs. There has never been an incident where someone who is under the influence of marijuana has killed nor harmed someone.
Long-term use of marijuana or abusive use of marijuana can affect a person's health and well-being. Not to mention it kills off brain cells and causes memory loss. If we legalize marijuana, more people will get their hands on it, which will lead to a lower productivity in work or school.
Most estimates say that the cannabis business in British Columbia alone is worth $34 billion a year. That would be a great way to create some new jobs. Canada has about 600,000 citizens who have been addicted for using marijuana for personal use. Canada has about 600,000 citizens who have been addicted for personal use of marijuana, and about 30,000 arrests made each year. According to the Auditor General's report, this translates into $500 million for annual enforcement of drug laws, and about $500 million for legal fees, plus $50,000 each year for incarcerated offenders. How do you think legalizing marijuana would benefit our economy?
Well, it's the second largest industry currently in BC. I think it's a $7 billion a year revenue, but right now it's currently not taxed at all because of course it's illegal, so it means that all these gangsters who are getting rich off of it aren't paying taxes. So if you're looking at it purely from an economic perspective, that's $7 billion of revenue that we're losing out every year not being taxed. That being said, you have to contrast that not just economically but with the moral issue of do we really want the government in business of selling drugs.
How do you feel about legalizing marijuana?
That is a terrible thing to do. Gonna lose the young people future. When you smoke that thing, you'd be lazy, don't want to do anything, learn, and also that will make you dumb and dangerous for the society, for the young people as well. That's all I have to say.
Drink alcohol, and alcohol is so much worse than marijuana. If our kids had a choice between drinking at a party and smoking marijuana, I would definitely, especially young girls, because alcohol really changes young girls. And when alcohol is in a young girl, we become more easygoing, and our minds aren't always there. But when we smoke marijuana, we're still there, except we want to eat a little more. And I would rather, if my daughter had a choice, I'd rather her smoke marijuana at a party, because at least our minds are still there, and we're able and capable of making decisions. When we drink alcohol, we're not able and capable of making decisions. I think that we have too many older, long time ago people that think that alcohol is okay, who probably haven't tried marijuana, and if they had a choice, they would wake up and smell the coffee as well.
I think it would benefit our economy because it would be taxed and regulated, and it would restrict the gang activity that is conducted with all of the marijuana that's been that the gangs are selling. So it would definitely be a good choice to legalize it.
You choose.